All right. I want to welcome you guys to our meeting tonight. And I just appreciate everybody's time for jumping on. Somebody thought enough of you to invite you just to take a look at what this may be for you. And so we're just going to share a little bit about our stories, how we got introduced to Arbonne, and a little bit about Arbonne as the company and the compensation that's available out there. So I've invited my good friend, Kim Maxson, to join us. And she lives in upstate New York, and I think it snows more than it doesn't. They recently got 30 some odd inches of snow the other day. And so I'm like, oh, Kim, are you in there? So she is, and Kim is going to share how she was introduced to Arbonne and her story. So I'm going to mute me, and Kim, coming to you.
Okay, can you hear me okay? All right, awesome. Well, yes, as LaGenna said, my name is Kim Maxson, and we live in central New York, just about 20 minutes from Cooperstown, New York. So if we have any baseball fans out there, we're really close to the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's what we're known for. It's our one claim to fame in this one horse town. So I'm so happy to see so many faces on this call tonight. This is so exciting. I hope that you're here to learn a little bit more about Arbonne, our products, our company, and the business opportunity. A little bit more about myself. Before Arbonne came into my life, I was a teacher and a business owner. I was a franchise owner, which is a lot, I will tell you that. And I loved both of those jobs so much. It really helped fulfill my passion for helping others. I loved being able to teach kids. And then as a franchise owner, helping to teach people to meet goals, and just really it was so fulfilling for me. And at the time Arbonne found me, I was a single mom working all kinds of hours, a single mom of 3 kids actually. But you know, even though I was working all of these hours, I was still having a really hard time making ends meet for my family. I was, you know, when I wasn't working, I was busy shuffling my kids around. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. I was shuffling to baseball games, dance classes, rehearsals, all sorts of things like that. But because of my job, I was also missing a lot of sporting events and really important things in my children's life. And that was really starting to get to me. Even though I was making a halfway decent living doing my job and owning a business, there just never seemed to be enough money to take care of the things that needed to be taken care of, or enough time. And you know, after a while, that just starts to weigh on a person. So I was invited to go to a spa party at my friend Diane's house, and I didn't want to go. And she begged me to come. She said, I just need people here. But being the good friend I am, I went to support her. And as the consultant told us her story and shared the products, I was intrigued about those products because a couple of things. They weren't tested on animals. They didn't use any animal products or any byproducts. So that kind of caught my ear. And then I thought, what are you saying about mineral oil? So I couldn't actually wait to get home and check what was in my products that I had faithfully been using for 17 years. So that kind of intrigued me, and it really got me thinking. But I didn't want anything to do with this business. I certainly wasn't going to get myself into something like this, as we all have been told. But I did book a party. I have to say, my friends would love to soak their feet and get together and have a glass of wine and just enjoy each other's company. So I bought some stuff for my daughter, booked a party, and went on my way. Well, a couple of days before my party, that Arbonne lady sent me a sample to try, and with a little note that said, I hope that you like this. I can't wait to hear all about it at your party. So I thought, I guess I have to try it. She's going to ask me in front of all of my friends how I like this product. So I went into the bathroom and tried the product, and well, didn't I just fall in love with that product? It felt like my skin had come alive. And if any of you have tried our RE9 or any of our skincare products, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I couldn't believe how soft my skin was. I couldn't wait to have my party so I could get my anti-aging skincare set. I had my party and I was able to earn the whole set. And after a few days of using the product and feeling really confident about how my skin looked, people actually started commenting my skin, which made me think, well, how bad was it really before this? So I would tell them about this great new product that I started using, and they would say, I want that. So I'd call up my consultant, Christy, and I would say, I have another lady here that would like the anti-aging skincare set. And even though Christy offered this business to me at my party, I politely said no to her. So about the third time I called her, Christy said, are you sure, Kim, that you don't want to try this as a business? You know, you're already selling Arbonne. You've called me 3 times with pretty hefty orders. And I'm, you know, just by talking about what you love, you're selling the product. And I was like, no way. I don't have time for anything like that. I have 3 children. I own a business. I have no time for this. And I just thought I couldn't add one more thing to my plate. I felt like I was already being stretched in so many different directions that I just couldn't fathom adding one more thing. And I really didn't think I could make enough money doing something like this to warrant more time away from my family. So a couple of months went by, and in those months, things happened in my life. Things didn't get any easier financially. Nothing changed from the way it was before. I still did not have enough hours in the day to do what I wanted to do. And one day after my children came home with a list of demands, you know, new sneakers, a dress for the dance, lunch accounts were empty. I just knew our budget wasn't going to be able to handle that all, you know, just as my kids got older, finances didn't get less, they became more. And I just was worried about the needs that my children were going to have. So I went to bed that night feeling completely depleted and defeated about everything and thinking, will my life ever be different? Like in 5 years from now, how will my life look? Will it be any better than it is now? My kids were going to grow, and so were their expenses. You know, I had college in the future for them. I thought, if I don't change something, nothing's ever going to change. I'm going to remain here, laying in bed, worrying about the next thing that I have to pay. And just at that moment, Arbonne popped into my head, and I thought, oh, that Arbonne. So I spent the next couple of days researching this company and network marketing, because I'm a very business-minded person, so I needed to know that it was going to make my family money, not cost us money. I didn't have time for hobbies. So when I researched, I got to tell you, my mouth fell to the floor, and I thought, oh my goodness, if I could just replace my grocery money every month, what a difference that would be. How nice it would be not to have to take a calculator to the grocery store and worry about the things going into the cart. And then I thought, Kim, what do you have to lose? You already love this product. You're using this product. You're telling people about it. And so you get it at a discount. And I didn't have to stock my shelves with a whole bunch of Arbonne. And that really interested me, because being a franchise owner, you put a lot of money out there in hopes of a return. So with Arbonne, I thought, Kim, this is a candy bar decision. Do I buy the Snickers bar or don't I? And, you know, like right now, you can join Arbonne for $39.50 to start a business. We won't even get into what a franchise costs to start. And I thought, this isn't a mortgage my house decision, you know? And I thought, so what if it doesn't work? I'm not stuck with a bunch of product I'll never use. I'm definitely going to use this product, and I'll get a great discount. But then I asked myself, what if it does work? Because that really can make the difference for my family. And so I jumped in with 2 feet, and I hit the ground running. I thought, if I'm going to do it, it's go big or go home, right? And I hit the ground running. In 2 months, I did get that grocery money that I needed. I made back my investment in Arbonne. I put the parties on my calendar, and I worked really hard. And I came to the first level of the company within my first 2 months of doing Arbonne. In 6 months, I matched my income. And within a year, I had surpassed the income from my regular job. So when we decided to sell our company, our business, our franchise, I just transferred into doing Arbonne full-time. So it has been my full-time job now for just over 9 years. What's nice is that I get to design my life. I get to figure out each and every day what I am going to do with my time and how my family can be affected by that. And I know this business isn't for everyone, and that's okay. But maybe you or someone you know is looking to add some extra money to their monthly budget, or have more time with their families. Arbonne is here to do either or both of those things. A lot of times we might have to give up pay for time. Arbonne allows you to get that pay without sacrificing your family or your time. Everyone goes to bed with worries and fears. We all pray about something different as we're going to sleep at night. And the person that's got you on this call saw something in you, and they believe that you have what it takes to do this. And I believe you have what it takes. The people that have talked to you and gave you this opportunity are really handing you a gift. And if you will follow the direction they give you, the sky is the limit. I can tell you that it has been an amazing life transformation and just blessed beyond my wildest dreams because of Arbonne. So I just want to thank you guys for getting on tonight and listening to my story. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too fast for you. I know time is of the essence, but just encourage you to get back with the person that got you on this call and find out more and how it can be a fit for you in your life. Thanks so much, LaGenna.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Kim, for sharing. And as you can see, it is available to anyone. And I have loved watching Kim grow in her business and what she has been able to do for her family and sending her kids to school and different opportunities that she's been able to do for her family. But more importantly, what she's been able to do for other people. And so I'm just going to share just a little bit about as the business side of Arbonne, what that also looks like. And so as I get this screen ready, as we discover a little bit about Arbonne, and I'll tell you a little bit about my story as we go along too, but Arbonne as a company has been around now for 37 years, and I love that because there's longevity there. And there's a lot of companies that come in and a lot of companies that go out. And so I want to be with somebody that has that strength and stability in that marketplace. And so we've got all of those that year. So it's cutting edge research and development. Our founder, Peter Mork, knew that botanically based products were something that was going to be a hot item. And so today it really is. But that's what he saw way back in 1975 when he started the company, and then 1980 it came to the United States. And so what we have is we've got a global opportunity, not just in small central New York, or I live in a small town in Tennessee, not just here, but all over the United States. And so we opened up into Canada, and now we're in the UK and Australia, New Zealand, and also in Poland and Taiwan. We opened up just this last year. And so it's a global opportunity that we can help anybody, regardless of their background, their education, who their dad is or dad is not. What we're looking for is people who are willing to roll up their sleeves and work hard, love on other people with that caring heart, and follow a plan that we have. And what makes Arbonne's products stand out there? Because you know what? Boy, I've gotten, and I know you guys have too, just a lot of people who have offered you a lot of different products. And when I was a young and married gal, and we've got 4 daughters, my husband and I met in college, and then he went on. I got my degree in education. My husband's got his degree in medicine, and it went on to be a physician. And as we were young marrieds, we did a lot of different things to outfit our kitchen and to outfit different toys for the kids and books and things like that. So what makes Arbonne stand out? And why is this a company that I took a look at and so many people are taking a look at, and our growth is crazy? It's because our products are unique. We take the best of science, we take the best of nature, and we come up with products that give you results because they're clinically tested, and it's highest quality ingredients from all over the world. And I love this down here when we talk about all of these certifications. I was meeting with a gal the other day, and she was having a lot of health issues, and I was talking to her about our protein shake, and I said, look on the back of this and look how many things we are certified by. And those certifications don't come easy, and we've got them. And that's what makes me proud of what we've got. And as I was talking to this gal, I just said, we've got, because she was just looking for one particular thing, but I said, whatever goes on your skin goes into your bloodstream and affects you within 26 seconds. So I know we watch what we put in our mouth, but are we also as concerned about what we put on our face and on our body and use as deodorant and toothpaste? And I said, we have got something for every age group, for both genders, and through everything that well, not everything, but so many things that we have in our home. But we can offer you a higher quality ingredient that delivers results, that's a higher, that it comes with incredible products, incredible ingredients. And so what we have is we have both the personal care line with our bath and body and our makeup and our skincare. And what I like about the personal care line is that it's a $5.4 billion industry. It's amazing. Skincare, makeup are recession proof. But we also have our nutrition line that's right here. And our wellness industry is an $8.5 billion industry. And so Arbonne's got the best of both, and we can help anybody with products. I just say often, if you've got skin, well, we've got a product for you, because hair is optional, because we've got baby care line and everything else. So it doesn't really matter. If you've got skin, we got something for you. And it's something you're already buying in your own home. And Peter Mork put it in a very incredible system called network marketing. And what I love is that you and I go around, and often I hear people say, oh, I'm not a salesperson. Could never do that. Well, that's exactly what I said too. But as women, especially, we do a lot of recommending of books, of movies. Where did you get your kids' clothes? Hey, do you know there's a Lauren Ashley clothing sale that's going on, and you should go down there, bring your clothes, and that's just what we do. But do those stores or that bookstore or the clothing place ever send you compensation for recommending their place? They don't. And so that's all that network marketing is it takes out all the middlemen that marks up a product every time somebody touches that. And so it goes from the manufacturer to the independent consultant directly to the consumer. And so the people who are actually doing the work get the compensation. And what I like about it is it's a consumable product that people use over and over again. And I was just thinking the other day, it was like, oh my goodness, by the time I shampoo and condition my hair and I wash my body, and then I get out and I put on my makeup, and then I take my protein shake and I put on my deodorant and brush my teeth, and there's so many things that now the UPS man comes to my door, drops it off, and I get it at a discount. But I can also help my friends and family get it at a discount too through our preferred client program. And what I like is that I've been in Arbonne now for we're coming up on 14 years. And I still have people who I signed up in my first month or second month of Arbonne that make monthly orders every month for the last almost 14 years. I talked to them. I made that first sale just that one time. And I have talked to them over the years, but it's not like I go back to them over and over again, because they go online, they order themselves, and the product is sent right to them. So it's the ability to leverage your time and to build your business. So it all starts with you. And I'll tell you, for me, it started with my sister-in-law, Carlita Nelson, and she she gave me a call, and she said, hey, LaGenna, I think you should take a look at these products. And I'm like, what products? And she told me the name of this company, and I thought, never heard of it. And she goes, I think you'd be really good at this. And I thought, I don't think so. Don't you know? I have four very small children. And at the time I started, they were ages 6 to 12, and they were involved in so many different things. And I was heavily involved, and I still am, in our church and ministries around town. And I was like, I don't have any extra time. And my husband's a pediatrician. And what would other people think, really, if I did something like this? They would think, like, gosh, does he have problems with his practice? And the problem was, he wasn't having any problems with his practice. The problem was, we were having problems with getting to the point that he opened a practice because of all the debt that we had to incur through his education and everything else. And actually, Carlita and my husband Dennis did some training together at the same hospital in Oklahoma. When he spent 4 years there in Oklahoma, we did. So, but Carlita knew the struggles financially that we were having, and the time that Dennis had to be away from us as a family, and the opportunities that he missed because he had to be committed to that job. And let me tell you, they call you out in the middle of the night, they call you out early in the morning, and they keep you late. And that was what he was committed to. And he would get a paycheck, and I was sharing with some girls the other night, he would get a great paycheck, and it would hit the bank, and then there was a feeding frenzy. I told the gals the other night, I said it kind of sounded like Dory. They would go, mine, 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 mine. And I was like, where's mine? How am I going to pay the necessities that we need after everybody else has taken their share because of the debt that we had incurred to get to that point in our young life? And so I threw the sample that Carlita sent me, I threw it away. And when she called me back, I didn't answer. It was like, I don't want anything to do with you. And it all started with Carlita. And what made the difference and why I'm even here today is Carlita didn't stop just because a close family member said, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to do that thing. And she continued to share Arbonne with other people. And I noticed when she earned her white Mercedes in a very short time period, I thought, oh, I didn't think people actually did that. And that's what caught my attention. And so you are going to hear people that'll tell you, no, I don't think so. But show them, and that's exactly what they need, is that proof. And so as you start your business, it's going to start with you, and you decide, I'm going to do it through the good, bad, and the ugly. And let me just tell you, there will be times that you're going to go, what am I doing? And what you're doing is you're giving your family hope for something different, just like what Kim said. And then you're going to be sharing hope with other people. And whether it's through the products or whether it's through the ability to earn some extra income. And then they are going to be sharing products with other people, because people will often say, I don't know enough people, and I didn't think I did either. But everybody I know knows people who knows people who knows people. And your network continues to grow and build. And so Carlita said, when I finally said, okay, let's talk about this, because we're drowning in debt. And I'm tired of telling my children when we go to the grocery store, not today, not today, not today. And that got really old. And so when I started, then she helped me get to know exactly what to do. And we've got now cards for you guys to read off of. And I will also want you to know that you do not need somebody to go with you. If you have a live person to do that, that's great. But I did my first month of business, and Carlita came at the last couple of days of the month and came out and showed me what a real party was supposed to look like, because I had no clue. And but you can get to district manager in 1 month. And that's what I encourage people to do. Just get the hard stuff over with quick, is what Carlita told me. Pull the Band-Aid off fast. And you learn faster by doing more activity, all smashed in together. And it's totally up to you what you choose to do. But you can see there, district managers make an average of 0. And I always like to say 0, because if you do nothing, Arbonne's going to compensate you with what you do. It's a promise. So, but you can make anywhere from $200 to $1,000 as a district manager. And we love showing you how to get there in 1 or 2 months from starting your business. Area manager is that next level, and that's the level that Kim's at. And area managers make anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a month, and that's basically you helping a couple of other friends give them a little bit of hope. And then regional vice president is the level that caught my attention from Carlita, and they make anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000 per month, as well as an $800 car allowance for whatever beautiful white Mercedes that you would like, that $100 life insurance policy that you get when you promote out another regional vice president. And I tell you what, that is a level that you can only get there by helping other people and consistently working your business. And we encourage you just to an average of 8 to 10 group presentations, little get-togethers, one-on-ones. It's just getting in front of people. And then the top level of the company is national vice president. And while I didn't see this level at all, my goal was just this area manager level. What I found is this level for my story was 4 months after I started my business, 10 months after I started as regional vice president, and I'm long distance from my sponsor, who's an amazing and incredible lady, but she helped me long distance so much. And that's the great thing. We've got people that we sponsor on the other side of the world because we can do that now with technology. And then national vice president took just a tad bit under 2 years. And my husband said, wait, let me look at this. You mean you've had fun over the last 2 years? And I've seen the fun that you've had. Yes, you worked, but it's been a lot of fun too. And you've earned trips and jewelry and flowers and gifts, and you've given a lot of trips and jewelry and flowers and gifts. And in 2 years, you can make an average salary that's comparable to mine. And it took me years and so much debt. Wow. And so all this is our timing and trends, and why it works is it's a consumable product that goes for every age group. Timing and trends is that most households need additional sources of income. And there's no guarantees for any job out there, and it gives that. We also have the ability to do the technology. More people are shopping online today than ever before. In the last several Black Fridays, the internet sales have been way more than the brick and mortar sales. And so we're in an industry that's growing and thriving with products that are billion-dollar industries. So it's just helping people to switch products that they're already using and switch them out with healthier products. We can help them save as preferred clients 20%, or all the way up to consultants at that 35 to 50%. And then we earn commissions and overrides based upon helping other people and building a team and teaching others to do the same. So I want to end it kind of where Kim did, and by asking those questions is, where do you see yourself? And that's where so many people with fears and hesitations, and I tell you, I had them, lots of them. And what would other people say? What if it doesn't work? What can I do this long distance from my sponsor? Will anybody join? Will anybody want to book? And all of those what ifs came back to, what if nothing changes? And so what if nothing did change? We would be in a big struggle. But what if this did work? And I saw that it worked from somebody ahead of me that I love, with my sister-in-law. And I thought, if she can do it, then I can too. And what we've been able to see is that happening all over and duplicating that process, because we've got a very simple system for success to plug yourself in. So I will, here's my question. Will you say yes to something different in your future today? And I would encourage you, because everybody has fears and hesitations, not enough time, money, don't know enough people, all those things that we've talked about. But you've got, what I know is that you've got nothing to lose and so much to gain. And yes, you will have fears, but we're going to give you hope, and we're going to feed that hope, and we're going to give you the tools in order to grow your Arbonne business. And all it requires is you showing up and plugging in and staying connected with the with the leaders that are up ahead of you. So I thank you so much for your time and being here with us tonight, and hope that it helps answer a lot of the questions that you may have. And anything that was not answered, then get back with the person who invited you on, and they can help you with that answer. So thanks so much for being with us tonight, and I look forward to seeing many of you very soon, and lots of you at GTC with us. So you guys have a great, great evening. Good night.